Alright, hey guys, welcome back. So last video I talked about my cup holders holding water, and so I decided I had a little bit of time, free time, so I decided to dig into it. And there's four 10mm bolts, two there, and then you'll need a 3/4 socket or wrench or whatever you can get around these. You got to loosen them up so you can get them out of the way, because they're normally like this. And you can't slide this back to get underneath here, so you slide them out of the way. Now, I didn't get this all the way up because this brake right here, but good news is I looked underneath here and there is nothing that I can damage. It's just going to drain straight into the floor pan, but that's fine. I'd rather it there than in the cup holders. I would sit my drink down in there or whatever, and it'd want to slosh up in the top of it or whatever. If you're driving around, it's sloshing everywhere, so it's just annoying. So I got me a 7/32 bit, and I'm about to just go ahead and drill through them and fix that problem. Probably could go a little bit bigger than that, but that's pretty factory. That's about how big they were on my Polaris I had. And that's plenty. There's only this much water in there because we've had these monsoon of rains down here in Louisiana lately. Finally got a little break. So that problem's fixed. I might have to go bigger later on, I don't know. Depends. If trash keeps collecting in there, I might end up having to go bigger. But we'll see. Another thing I wanted to show you was the PTO. There's not many videos online about this. And I wanted to just make a clip of it because it took me forever to see or know what people was talking about. And anyway, I'll catch back up with you when I'm underneath there. Alright guys, I'm back underneath here. I'll show you this PTO port, or whatever you want to call it. That's where you'll mate your drive shaft to it. I don't know if I saw a picture of a Roxor had it, or just a CJ or something. I think it was an actual Roxor. But your shaft will run back there somehow or another and come out the back. But I'm not sure how you'll engage that either. But the pictures I saw, it was coming out and sitting like right here. And it was going to some kind of little gearbox or whatever, and you had a shaft coming straight out. Then they had even these attachments that just like a tractor, if you're familiar with that at all. They converted it then to like a belt drive system, and that way, you know, you can run, you just have this coming out here and runs you a belt to whatever implement you're trying to connect to over here. And yeah, so I'm not sure, like I said, how you'll engage that. I guess they'll have some kind of other lever they'll install on these, or that'll bolt right on. You can bet if it's already fitted with that it'll just be bolt on. Let's see. Another thing I want to look at is, I didn't get underneath the hood last time. It took me forever to find the oil dipstick on it, but it's way back there in the back, and that's fine. And there's also floating around, and I have the same problem. When you buy these, they come low on coolant, so apparently that's just a thing that happens when you buy one. I don't know. I I had a coolant when I got it and haven't had a single issue since. Like I said, it's about 150 miles or so, and that hasn't moved one bit. So it's no leaking issue. It's just, I don't know, it just comes low. Maybe they don't cycle it through or something after they add it. I don't know how that works, but yeah. All right, I want to show you all the turbo in case you haven't seen any, but it's right there underneath this golden pipe here. The snorkeling, I saw already on a video. They had it at the High Lifter Mud Nationals whenever they had, I don't even think the Roxor was completely released yet, but it was the Hyphonics edition or something, which is your audio. They had it all decked out or whatever, advertising for it. But they had it run out right here, which I think is pretty typical for all the vehicles overseas. Pretty much every one that I see on YouTube has got a snorkel. Australia and Philippines or wherever. But the good thing is, if you decide you want to go back the other way, you just pop that fender out. It's just one piece, so you can just replace it and have you a regular rig, just like factory, without the hole. So snorkeling is just one of them things to me. It doesn't hurt anything except for a small hole in your fender, and it helps. It does nothing but help. There's no reason for me not to want one. So I'll be getting one as soon as they have a kit for one. Still waiting on a kit, lift kit. I emailed Roxor Performance again today. They told me about 2 weeks ago that last week they'd have a lift, and they haven't yet. Still not out. So that's fine, whatever. If I gotta wait, I'll wait. Maybe it'll keep me from going broke on this thing. Another thing I hardly see on videos is the speedometer switch, and that's right here. You just pull this out, and there you go. That's it. Now that will stop your tracking your mileage too. So if you're trying to keep up with oil changes or whatever, then you might want to put that back in for that, or have some way of calculating it, maybe by gas tanks or whatever every time you go empty. I'm still only half a tank, and I've been driving it quite a bit. Like I said, still about 150 miles, and you're supposed to change the oil. Your first break-in is supposed to be 400 miles or after one tank. So anyway, that's where I'm at on that. And like I said, I'm just trying to mainly catch stuff on here that maybe other people aren't showing, because I had a hard time finding anything. And even little simple stuff. I mean, I wanted to see the hole underneath of these things, and there was no way for me to do that. So I mean, really, if you don't care to see this or whatever, you know, you just go ahead and click off or whatever. But I'm going to show everybody that wants to what it looks like underneath here. You got your brake cables right there. They all come. It's a pretty simple design. Come down, you got lines running like this along the side. Excuse my little raptor here. Oh, my little helper. I don't have enough clearance yet for me to roll underneath this thing very well. But look how big your drive shafts are on this thing. I mean, that's 3 times the size of a regular UTV or something like that. I mean, they're just huge. Here's your front drive shaft. Your oil pan is going to be the biggest problem, probably, if I had to guess, because it's pretty vulnerable. The only thing shielding it is your front diff up there. I mean, I guess that'll break whatever obstacles in the way before it hits your oil pan, for the most part. Your four-wheel drive engage is over there. Let me see if I can slide over there and get it. I can't get underneath this transfer case. All right, there it is. I'm not sure how the old ones work, but there's supposedly a two lever system on the old ones, but they made this one a single lever, which I guess it's clever, helpful, whatever. I am having trouble engaging it. It is tough. I'm sure that's just because it's new, but I do have to jam it in there, but that's fine. I mean, I wanted this thing tough, and it's kind of relieving having to jam something into gear and just kind of old school. But anyways, I think that's it for this video. I don't really have anything else. I do have surprises coming in the mail supposedly tomorrow, and it has something to do with these, and I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. I have a pretty good guess it will, but if it doesn't, then it doesn't. Y'all just have to be bummed out. But anyways, take care, and until the next video, I'll see you later.